RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Andy's Auto Body, Tire, and Auto Service and Sales. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Auto Centers Nissan, home of the Wiggity Way. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East's premier sports bar and grill. Shell Community Federal Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Ruderman Plumbing, your locally owned plumbing superheroes. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding member expectations since 1934. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949.
And we are ready for our first pitch as Derek Allen steps in from the right side for the Alton Redbirds. Redbirds wearing their gray uniforms with the birds on the bat. And Alton across their chest in red. And the first pitch is ball one as we get underway. Top of the first. And a strike call down around the knees. A low strike, and it's 1-1 to Derek Allen here. Allen, .320 batting average. Redbirds have a lot of good batting averages on the season. Here is a ball. A lot of hitters hitting between 300 and 400. And over 400, it's Brian Hudson hitting .444 on the season. The pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Edwardsville shortstop, up, over, and out. Derek Allen is out number one. And let's tell you about the Edwardsville D. That was Hovey at short, making the play. Lloyd is the pitcher, Wallace the catcher. It's Jackson at third, Hovey at short, Krebs at second, Zimmer at first base, Shaquille in left, Clayton in center, and Zelenko in right field. Here's a left-handed batter. It's Hopkins. Matt Hopkins hitting just a hair over 300, 301, left-handed batter, and he takes strike one. Another lefty, Brian Hudson, will be next. Hopkins fouls it away off to the left, and it's quickly 0-2 as the Redbirds have a couple of seniors here at number 2 and number 3 in the order. Allen was a junior, is a junior. Kanalikin, the cleanup hitter, is a junior. And that's the top 4 in the batting order. Hopkins pops it up behind home plate and headed for the seats and the bleachers. And it is a foul ball. Up the third base side just a bit. Hopkins wears number 8 on his Alton High baseball jersey. Tigers in their white uniforms, trimmed in the orange and the black. And Hopkins takes down low, and this one is in the dirt as they wasted one there. Hopkins trying to battle, started at bat here. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, low and away, and that will be a strikeout. Lloyd does not get many strikeouts. Nothing like some of the bigger strikeout pitchers in the area, but just as effective. 55 strikeouts now in 43 innings for Lloyd. His 13th start of the year once again. And here is Brian Hudson, the big lefty. He will take a strike, and it is 0-1. So 1K in the ball game, and that is Lloyd. Here's a swing and a miss as that one was low and away. Tailing away from the left-handed batter, Brian Hudson. Where's number 11, and time called at home plate as he backs away, hitting .444. 48 hits on the year, 14, half of those are singles. He also has 24 singles, 14 doubles, 6 triples, and 4 home runs. He leads the team with 49 RBIs. And the Redbirds again have played 36 games, 30-6 their record. Hudson taps it foul and stays alive. Kanalikin will be next. Another junior, Bunnell bats 5th. Then a senior, Drake Hampton. A couple of sophomores, Stephen Wynn and Stephen Patton. Down at the bottom of the order, 7 and 8. Then the senior, Scrappy, Jacob Scrabach, batting ninth, as usual in the order for Alton High. He had the game-winning hit last Thursday as the Redbirds came back and beat Quincy. With a big 4-run seventh, they trailed 3-0 in that game. Hudson hits one deep to left. Left fielder camps under it, though, and he has time to get under it. Shaquille in left will make the play. Ground out, strike out, fly out. 1, 2, 3 for the Redbirds in the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Alton and Edwardsville in 4A baseball. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
If you have car problems, Andy's has the solution. Customer service is priority number one. Our dedicated staff will be more than helpful in getting your car back on the road while you relax in our comfortable waiting area. If needed, we'll also make arrangements for a rental. Our experienced ASE certified technicians will walk you through every step of the process. Andy's Tire and Auto Service offers every under-the-hood service you need. Visit one of our 4 convenient locations today.
To watch Hudson along with the O'Fallon coaching staff after winning their game in Granite City this afternoon, winning the Granite City 4A regional title. They're here because they play the winner on Wednesday at a site that is yet to be determined, and no game time announced for Wednesday as yet. Pitch to the left-handed batter, popped foul and out of play beyond the first base dugout. Hovey leads things off against Hudson, a record of 10-1. He has tied the school record for victories in a single season at 10 wins on the mound. Pitch on the way, swing and a shot towards second. One hop to Scrappy at second. Scrabach will throw him out. Hovey is out number 1. Second to first it goes, 1 down. Left-handed batter. Out number 1 against the left-hander, Hudson.
Junior center fielder, number 2, Colin Clayton.
Colin Clayton, junior center fielder, bats now. Right-handed hitter. And he had the big blast in that Alton-Edwardsville game here in Edwardsville in late April. That was a 3-run home run. This pitch is high from Hudson, ball 1. Huddy gets ready to deliver again. Swing and a ground ball to short. This one's rolling out to Hampton. Throw over to first, and that is out. Number 2. Ground out to second, ground out to short. 2 down. Here is Aaron Jackson to the plate for Edwardsville. .392 batting average. Couple of home runs. Jordan Hovey leading the team with 11 home runs. He's their leadoff hitter. 2 homers for Jackson, 24 RBIs. He's ready to go, and he's a right-handed batter. And he grounds one toward third. Carter Hayden's turn. He throws to first for the out. 3 ground ball outs, second, short, and third. 1, 2, 3 for Edwardsville. We've played 1 inning here. No score. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
All right, sir, we finished all the services on your car. They'll take it over for your complimentary car wash, and they'll call you when it's ready.
Top of the second inning now, Jacob Kanalikin, Aaron Bunnell, and Drake Hampton for the Redbirds here. Second inning, Edwardsville Sports Complex, and we have no score here. Clouds, and we're under the lights, and temperature in the 60s throughout the day today. Here's a chopper towards second base. It takes a couple of hops out there to second, and Krebs will throw out Kanalikin, and there's one quick out here in the second inning. Brent Birkeland back with you here in Edwardsville, and Bunnell, the batter now. He is the junior catcher for Alton High. 386 batting average. 2 home runs. He had a big homer against Quincy back on Thursday that got that 7th inning rally started in the regional semis when Quincy led 3-0 in the 7th inning. Redbirds with 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th to win that game 4-3 as they had the walk-off win. Bunnell, 2 strikes quickly here. He's a right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, Daniel Lloyd. 9-0 on the year. Swing and a miss, high heat, and he strikes out on 3 pitches. And Lloyd, with 2 strikeouts in 2 innings now, or an inning and 2/3, and here is senior shortstop Drake Hampton.
Number 3, Drake Hampton.
Hampton to the plate. Stephen Wynn will be next. Here's a foul ball at home plate. Hampton hitting .346. Another good batter for the Redbirds here during the spring of 2015. Lloyd getting a new baseball, and Wallace, the catcher, delivers it out to him, and he gets ready to deliver once again. You have a light breeze blowing pretty much left to right toward the right field foul pole, or maybe even toward the Alton first base dugout at times, but very light breeze today, only maybe 5-6 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs for the Redbirds here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hampton, no homers, 24 RBIs. Redbirds, 7 home runs, 4 of them for Hudson, 2 for Bunnell. Low and away. So the Redbirds have done a lot of singles, doubles this year, even quite a few triples. Not a whole lot of home runs with 7 on the year. The other one belongs to Hopkins. He has 1. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and sneaky fast is Lloyd again in on the hands as he strikes out 2 in the inning, 3 now in the game in the first 2 innings for Lloyd. And it's Alton and Edwardsville here in the 4A Baseball Regional Championship game, and it's 0-0. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Come on, guys. We're only up by 1 run. I need some insurance. Let's go.
Put me in, Coach. I can get you some insurance.
AmFam G-Man at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a long one. A home run for AmFam G-Man.
Hit a home run with my team, a winning team. Let me protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062. Come on, Coach.
American Family Insurance.
Ball regional championship game between these 2 teams. Redbirds and Tigers battling for a regional title in softball today, too. Class 4A. Again, O'Fallon completing a suspended game today in baseball as they won the Granite City regional title by beating Belleville East. So O'Fallon waits on the winner of this game. Again, it'll be Wednesday. Check swing, and it's a strike. It's 1-1 here to the senior right fielder, Zalanko. Jake Garella, designated hitter, waits on deck. Hudson delivers a curve in there for a strike. Likes the curveball, likes the fastball, change up once in a while. Strike called, and it's a curve up around the letters, and he gets the call for a strikeout, his first of the day. 1 strikeout for Hudson. And for Big Brian, that is adding to his school record, 149 Ks on the season for his career, a school record too. He's now at 321 strikeouts on the year. Ball 1 to the designated hitter, Jake Garella, as the first pitch is low. Corella with a batting average of .391, right-handed hitter. And he'll take a pitch high. 2-0 the count, 1 out. Second inning, we haven't had a base runner yet. Redbirds have been 6 up, 6 down. It's 4 up, 4 down for the Tigers. Ground ball back to Hudson on the mound. He stabs it with the glove and makes the catch. And so, that's going to be 2 up, 2 down on a tap back to the pitcher. And now Hudson will face Fad Shaquille, the senior left fielder. Shaquille in there now. Two up, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Down and in to the right-handed batter, ball 1. Shaquille on the season. .318, a homer and 20 RBIs. And he'll take a strike down around the knees. Low strike, it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and it's a ground ball to short. Hampton will fire to first for the out. Good hustle by Shaquille, but he is out on a ground ball to short. 1, 2, 3. We've had 6 up, 6 down in both innings here. 2 full innings have been played in Edwardsville. Redbirds and Tigers, 0-0. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Liberty Bank. Do you Kasasa?
Kirkland back here live in Edwardsville. Redbirds back to the plate against Daniel Lloyd, right-hander, and Steve Wynn will lead things off. Then Stephen Patton, the designated hitter, and it's ball 1 as we start with the left-handed batter, Wynn, for the Redbirds. Ball 1, this one's high, ball 2 to Wynn. As he goes spinning away from a pitch up and in. Wynn, 298 on the year, 19 RBIs. Stephen Wynn from the left side will take a ball. Left-handed batters at 3-0 and may have our first base runner of the day. Top of the third inning, 0-0. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. It's 3-1. Bottom 3 in the order here. Wynn, Patton, and Scrawbach. Wynn, sophomore, right fielder. 3-1 pitch from Lloyd, and it is ball 4. Upstairs a little bit from Lloyd. He walks a batter. He has struck out 3, and so Lloyd loses the leadoff man, Wynn. We'll see what Stephen Patton does here. That's the 17th walk by Lloyd this year in about 44 innings now. And pitching coach Mike Waldo makes a trip to the mound for Edwardsville High. And now it's the 8 and 9 hitters. Here's Stephen Patton, 302 batting average. 0-0 here, third inning.
Tigers 5, the Alton Redbirds 0.
Edwardsville in the field. Alton at the plate. Head coach Todd Haug calling timeout too as he took some chance, a little time there, took a chance to talk to his batter as Coach Waldo was talking to his pitcher for the Tigers. Here's Stephen Patton, the sophomore. They throw over to first and the runner back. Number 9 hitter, Scrappy, will be next. Right now it is number 25, Patton. He's going to bunt, took a ball, throw to first, snap throw there, runner back safely. Right-handed batter here, it's ball one as he squared to bunt that one. Lloyd has struck out 3, he's walked 1 now. This is our first base runner of the day. And we'll see if the Redbirds can get him on, get him around, and get him in. Throw over to first again, and we'll see a lot of that, I think. Zimmer holding the runner on over there. And Lloyd will pay a lot of attention to Wynn. Stephen Wynn with a short lead. Pitch, and it is a bunt up the first base line. It's going to be a foul ball. High pitch there. He did get it down instead of popping it up. And it rolled foul up the first base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Patton bats for the third baseman, designated hitter for Carter Hayden today. Strawbach will be next, but Patton the hitter here with nobody out. And he was going to bunt again, throw over to first again. Lloyd the pitcher, Wallace the catcher, Zimmer at first, holding him on. At second, Krebs. At short, it's Hovey. We'll see how the Tigers play it too as they bring their third baseman in on the grass again. That's Jackson. Way in on the grass. He wants to make the play and not the first baseman Zimmer. So the pitcher going to cover the first base line, it looks like. It's a bunt, popped foul, back and out of play. Another high delivery. That one, though, may have been at the letters for a strike anyway, and it's going to be strike 2. So 2 strikes and a ball. As we get ready to go again with this right-handed batter, designated hitter Stephen Patton. Throw over to first and the runner back. Again, the fans lining the fences all the way to the foul poles here. Left field, right field poles, down the line, some temporary bleachers being brought in. They're filled up too. Throw over to first and the runner back. We're joined on video by RiverBender.com. If you'd like to check some of that action out today on your computer, on the internet. RiverBender.com on this Monday. Pitch on the way, and it's low and away. Runner going, and the throw is low. Safe at second is Wynn with a steal, and it was ball 2. Tough pitch for Wallace to handle, and he bounced it in down there, and Wynn is safe as the bag pops out. And they'll have to put the base back in at second base. A steal. Nobody out here as Wynn takes second base. After the game, we'll announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game for you. Stay tuned for that. And also after the game, we move along to the 4A softball regional championship game. Edwardsville and Alton again playing at Alton High at this time, at this hour. And we'll have the complete play-by-play of that game for you in just a little while. Baseball first, 2-2 to Patton. And it is tap foul, third base side there as he stays alive at 2-2. Well, you got to manufacture runs against these two pitchers as they have ERAs under 0.5, 0.5, both pitchers. Right-hander Lloyd, left-hander Hudson. As the Redbirds with a walk and a steal here. Nobody out. Man at second base. Pitcher turns, no throw to second base. The orange against the red here. Tigers and Redbirds. Stephen Patton, sophomore DH, waits on the 2-2. Here it comes. He's going to bunt, and he fouls it to the catcher, and that is going to be strike 3 as they tried to bunt the runner over to third, but instead it's going to be strikeout number 4 for Lloyd. As again, it was a bunt foul, but Lloyd gets credit for the strikeout. And that will bring in the number 9 hitter, Jacob Scrabach. Scrabach comes to the plate, and we'll see if Scrap can get it done. He had the game-winning walk-off hit, and he's had some from the number 9 hole this year. That was on Thursday against Quincy to start the regional here in Edwardsville. He will take low and away, ball 1. He's a right-handed batter, and he is a senior second baseman. Scrabach hitting .306, 18 RBIs with the 2 RBIs on Thursday. Game-winning hit. Pitch on the way. Low again, 2-0 to Scrap here. Jacob Ware's number 2, right-handed batter. Top of the order, Derek Allen will be next. Scrabach again, .306 batting average, hitting 9th. What a job he's done in the 9 hole this year. 2-0 pitch, and it's a strike call. He was waiting on a strike, and there it is. 2-1 to count. 5 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. 1 on, 1 out for the Redbirds here. 3rd inning. Under the lights in Edwardsville on a cloudy Monday. Lloyd turns, no throw to second base as they try to keep Wynn close at second. He's got good speed. Scrap ready to get it done again here. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut there. Had a pitch that he liked. It's 2-2 though as he missed it. And he will try again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. Top of the 3rd. Batter steps out, pitcher steps off for a moment. First baseman Zimmer playing behind the bag. 3rd baseman Jackson behind the bag. And near the lines, Lloyd turning again. No throw, nobody covering that time. Krebs at second, Hovey at short. For this right-handed batter for Alton. The stretch by Daniel Lloyd. And the delivery. Check swing, and it's a ball up and in. Up and in it goes. 3:10 down the lines. Not a long way to get to the lines here. 3:55 in the alleys, 3:65 to center. Here's another pitch, a payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 3-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff walk. That's 5 strikeouts for Lloyd as he's got his strikeout pitch going. We mentioned he had 54 Ks on the year, just over 1 strikeout per inning. But he's had 5 Ks already here. We're in the 3rd. Now the top of the order, Derek Allen. .320 batting average, right-handed hitter. Strike called, outside corner at the knees. Allen thought it was low. There's been some low strikes, and maybe at the letters it's a ball. So low today, the umpire liking the low one. It's consistently been called a strike for the first 3 innings here. Strike 1 pitch to Allen on the way. Outside, above the belt, but off the plate, and ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. A hit could score the first run. Allen with 17 RBIs on the year. Head baseball coach Todd Haug coaching at third. His assistant Nick Smith coaching at first. Lloyd the stretch. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a pop foul. First base side. Late on that one. And a low delivery again. He tried to golf it somewhere, but it was foul. First base side. Strike 2. And Lloyd to Allen once again here. A leadoff walk, and the Redbirds trying to make the Tigers pay, but Wynn is at second with 2 down. He was at second with nobody out. Swing and a foul again. He stays alive. Brian Hudson watching in the dugout, hoping for an early lead for the Redbirds here when he takes the mound again in the bottom of the third. Right now, top of the third, and the Redbirds, 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Derek Allen, the junior center fielder. Foul ball again, straight back. Staying alive. A lot of Redbird fans here in the crowd. Red, a lot of orange for the Tigers. The Edwardsville 4A Baseball Regional Championship game today. Hopkins on deck, but right now it's Allen. 1-2 pitch. Lloyd turns, no throw to second base. And he has kept an eye on Wynn at first base and at second base, and made for a long top of the third, especially with just 1 base runner. Here's the pitch. Swing and a soft liner, left fielder out, diving play. He made the grab. What a play by Shaquille in short left field, a headlong dive, and he made the one-handed stab. It looked like it rattled around in the glove a little bit, but he made a good play in short left as that sinking soft liner made it out to the left fielder, Shaquille, for the end of the inning. Otherwise, the Redbirds get a run. Middle of the third inning, though, no score. Redbirds and Tigers. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Third, and Bailey Zimmer is at the plate, the senior first baseman. Mitchell Krebs will follow, then Joe Wallace. Redbirds had the bottom of the order up there in the top of this third inning. They had a leadoff walk, got Wynn to second base, but a couple of strikeouts back-to-back hurt. And now Hudson delivers a strike to start the bottom of the third to Zimmer. Strike 1. Hudson has 1 strikeout on the day. That was in the second inning, and he's had 5 ground ball outs besides the strikeout. 6 up, 6 down for Huddy here. Tigers at 34-1 on the season. Swing and a miss. And the 6'8" left-hander delivers a strike. Brian Hudson, a record of 10-1 on the year. School record for strikeouts in a season. School record for strikeouts in a career. 321 Ks. Here's a deep drive to left center field. A hanging breaking ball way back. And the center fielder runs it down at the fence. Allen made the catch. Allen made the grab at the warning track and at the fence. He stayed with it, and Allen in center field made the play over in left center. as he got under it just a little bit on that hanging curve that was up to Zimmer. 0-2 mistake, but it's an out. Mitchell Krebs, the batter. Left-handed batter against the left-hander Hudson. Ball one. Redbirds a record of 30-6, 30 wins. That's a school record for a single season. Here's a bunt foul. The old record, 28 wins. That was 2 years ago under Coach Todd Haug back in 2013. They also had 28 wins back in 2001 under the old coach, Mike Bellum, who's here today just outside the Alton Redbird dugout. Popped up, third base side, over is Hayden. He's under it near the dugout. He has room, and he'll make the grab. Hayden, third baseman, grabs it in foul territory. That pop up, 2 down. Joe Wallace, the catcher for Edwardsville now. Wallace against Hudson here. 2 up, 2 down. Big Brian looks in, gets the sign from Bunnell. Pitch, slow curve, strike one. Redbirds have Hayden at third, Hampton at short, Scrabach at second, Kanalikan at first. Foul ball, out of play goes. Left field Hopkins, center field Allen, right field it's Wynn. Pitcher is Hudson, the catcher is Bunnell. Right-handed batter Wallace, down 2 strikes here. Hudson has 1 K. Pitch on the way. Up and away as he wasted that one. Head coach Todd Haug for Alton in his 7th year with the Redbirds. Head coach Tim Funkhauser for Edwardsville in his 17th year. Ball up and away again. And this year, Coach Funkhauser going over 500 wins in his career. He sits at 518 right now in 17 years. 2-2 pitch, popped up, down the right field line it goes, foul territory, and it's going to sail out of play, and it'll still be 2-2 with 2 outs. The bullpens all the way in the corners here and just into foul territory, out of play, but they still have fans standing on the fences near the bullpen areas. Left field line, right field line. The left field line, beyond the Edwardsville dugout, they're about 2 or 3 deep down that fence all the way to the left field foul pole. Huge crowd today. 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball into left field, base hit. Fastball, and Wallace turned it around with a 2-out single to left field. The catcher is on first base. Hit it between the third baseman and the shortstop. And the courtesy runner jogs down there. That's Dylan Burris, sophomore, number 10. Burris will run. Back to the top, and Jordan Hovey now from the left side. And what a year Hovey's had at the top of the order. Again, leading the team with 11 homers, 406 batting average, 32 RBIs. The team lead is 33 RBIs. Here's a curve to start, strike one. Curveball drops in there to Hovey. And that curve, anywhere from the upper 70s to lower 80s. Throw over to first and the runner back safely. As Hudson stepped off and flipped it over there, kind of sidearm. Kanalikan over there at first. Applied the tag, but Burris was back, and now they're going to come over again, and Burris back standing up. 2-out single for Edwardsville. Each team with a base runner here in the 3rd inning. Still no score. As they throw over there to first once again. Carter Hayden giving a little bit of room on that third base bag for the left-handed batter, but he's even with the bag at third. 0-1 pitch. High, 1-1. Redbirds again with Coach Todd Haug, pitching coach Pete Kleeman. The bench coaches, Steve Haug, Jason Hussman, Nick Smith again, coaches first for the Redbirds. 1-1, throw over to first, and the runner back again. Hudson looking for the third out and wrap up the third inning here and keep it scoreless. Left-handed batter Hovey waits. Over 400 on the year. Swing and a miss. Strike two. And again, 11 home runs for the leadoff man, 32 RBIs. 3 triples, 12 doubles. This left-handed hitting senior shortstop. Throw over to first, and they have the runner picked off. Throw to second, though, is high and safe. Well, Burris took off on the first move there. He was going to go. And the second base bag pops up again. And they have to put the base back in once again tightly. Burris went on the first move. Once Hudson threw over there, Burris didn't stop, didn't get in a rundown. He just took off, sprinted to second base. Kanalikin's throw was high to the shortstop Hampton, and he slid under the tag easily there. And so a runner at second with 2 down. Redbirds had the runner at second in the top of this third inning, and now Tigers with a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Hovey flies one into right field. Wynn is under it. He comes in to short right, and Wynn will make the play. Hovey flies to right field, and that ends the third inning. We've played 3 in Edwardsville. The Redbirds and Tigers 0-0. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Brent Berkland back here with you, our engineer Pat Heston and Brian Hennigan on this Monday as we roll through a 4A regional championship doubleheader. Edwardsville and Alton playing in softball today too over at Alton High School, that Alton regional. And that game is underway just like this one is underway, and we're in the 4th. And it is low, 2-0 to the left-handed hitter, Matthew Hopkins, the senior. Five seniors for the Redbirds in their starting 10 lineup. Hopkins, ball 3 as he takes it up and away. Left-handed batter ready again. Hopkins wears number 8. Redbirds had their leadoff man on last inning with a walk. Here's a fastball strike, 3-1. Edwardsville's only loss to DeSmet of Missouri this year. On April 24th, they went 19-0 to start the year. This one's popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Third baseman Jackson comes in front of the mound, and he'll make the play. Jackson on the pop-up, grabs it for the first out. Hopkins in front, 3-0 there. Then it went to 3-1. Then a pop to the third baseman on the infield grass. And now it's the big lefty, Brian Hudson. Edwardsville with 15 wins in a row after their only loss. Hudson takes a strike. It's 0-1. Big Brian wears number 11. 6'8" senior left-hander. Throws left, bats left. Hudson 444 batting average to start the day. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Leads the team with 49 RBIs. 6 triples, 4 homers. And it's quickly 1-1 here. And now he golfs one into center. Center fielder coming on to make the play. Line drive, solid shot, but Clayton got a good jump and into short center and left center field. He made the play on a liner to center, 2 outs. And here is Jacob Kanalikin now. 349 to start the day, 35 RBIs, second on the team in runs batted in. Right-handed batter. Swinging a ground ball to second. Rolling out to the second baseman, Krebs. He throws to first for the out. And Lloyd has a quick 1-2-3, fourth inning. The Redbirds, 2, 3, and 4 hitters go down in order. Middle of the fourth inning, 0-0 here in the Edwardsville regional title game. The Tigers and the Alton Redbirds scoreless. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
One of the greatest myths about car dealers is that some pay less for their cars than others. Hi, I'm John Roberts, and we all pay the same. Here at Roberts Motors, we can compete with any Ford dealer, regardless of how big they are or how great they say their deals are. The number one concern of anyone buying a car today is service. At Roberts Motors, we pride ourselves in exceptional service before, after, and during the sale. Stop in today and see why Roberts has been the home of happy customers since 1949. Or see us online at RiverBender.com.
And Illinois will move on to the Super Regionals next, and they'll play this coming weekend against a team whoever wins the Nashville Regional, and that could be Vanderbilt. Right now, Vanderbilt leading that regional. And the Super Regionals are the best 2 out of 3. It's a best of 3 series. So Illinois now with a record of 50 wins. 50 wins on the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you standing in either of the bullpens, please leave the bullpen. Please leave the bullpens in right field and left field.
And they're making an announcement now to leave the bullpen areas in the corners of the ballpark here, way down left field corner and in the right field corner, as this packed house tries to find some place to stand or sit and watch the game. Illinois, a record of 50 wins, 8 losses, 1 tie. They are now 42 games over 500. The Fighting Illini winning the regional title today. Ball 1 from Hudson to Colin Clayton. Here's a ball. It's 2-0 just outside. One-hour ball game so far. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Low and in to Clayton, 3-0. Aaron Jackson will be next. Hayden at third, Hampton at short, Scrabach at second. At first, it is Kanalikin. This pitch is low, down in the dirt. Skip to the catcher, Bunnell, and that's going to be a leadoff walk for Edwardsville. And we'll see if that turns into something. First walk of the day given up by Hudson. And he hasn't given up many walks this year. He now has 1 walk and 1 strikeout today. 149 Ks. And that is just the 28th walk of the season with 149 strikeouts in about 67 innings pitched. Strike 1 to Jackson. Runner at first, nobody out. Tigers with their second base runner. They had a 2-out single last inning. First time they've had the leadoff runner on. Here's a bunt. And first base side, foul ball up the first base side. So that foul bunt makes it 0-2. 5 o'clock hour, playoff baseball. Throw over to first, runner back. We'll see if Clayton does some running on his own now at 0-2. We'll see if the Redbirds pitch out at 0-2. Pitching coach Pete Kleeman with the sign to the catcher, Aaron Bonnell. Throw over to first, runner back again. Bonnell the catcher, Kanalikin holding the runner at first. Redbirds look for a ground ball, maybe a double play ball. Hudson the stretch and the pitch, swing and a line drive. That's going to be a base hit into right field. Fastball, and they went the other way with it. Jackson with a good piece of hitting. Clayton goes to third. Nobody out on a hit to right. First and third. Jackson going the other way, and a sweet swing there. A line drive shot to right. And that will bring in Matthew Zalanko, senior right fielder. He is the cleanup hitter, leading the team with 33 RBIs, hitting .430, 4 home runs on the year. First and third, nobody out. Hudson trying to work out of a jam now. Time called by the batter, Zalanko, who struck out looking his first time up. And Hudson could use a K here. Infield comes in all the way around, and the curveball is inside, off the plate, says the umpire. Down and into the right-handed batter. Zalanko waits. Hudson delivers, runner at first going. The pitch is high for a ball, no throw to second base. And that may take the Tigers out of the double play on the bases. Redbirds again coming in on the edge of the grass all the way around. Hayden at third, Hampton at short, Skrabach at second, Kanalikin in at first. Left side of the infield in, a little closer than the right side of the infield. Breaking ball in there, strike. 2-1 the count. Strike one to the cleanup hitter. Designated hitter Jake Garella up next. Right now, though, big hitter here, Zalanko, with no score, 4th inning. Swing and a foul. Power against power there. Fouled straight back to the screen. 2-2. First base open, nobody out. Zalanko, 33 RBIs. Leading the team. Cleanup hitter. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a curve. Strike 3, and that's 1 out in the Edwardsville 4th inning. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts for the cleanup hitter now, and the second strikeout of the game brings Jake Garella in, the designated hitter, and he has 25 RBIs, batting .391. He hit it back to the pitcher his first time up, a ground out. Strike 1 from Hudson. Can Bryan work out of this jam? 2 on, nobody out. Now it's second and third, 1 out. It was second and third, nobody out for Edwardsville. Strike 1 pitch. Tap foul, strike 2. Hudson bearing down. Mixing in the curveball now which is upper 70s to lower 80s from the senior left-hander. Hudson looks in. Here's the next pitch. High fastball. Wasted that one. 1-2 the count. Redbirds 30 wins. Edwardsville 34 wins. How about that for a regional title game? Sectional is up next for the winner of this game. Swing and a shot to short. Bobbled a little bit by Hampton. He's going to come home. Too late. After he bobbled, there was no chance to get Clayton. Thought he was going to go to first for the out. It's an error on the shortstop on the bobble, and the Tigers have scored first here in the fourth inning. E6, hard hit ball, but right at Hampton. It came up on him a little bit, up near the belt, and he bobbled a little bit there. Cade Burns, number 7, will run at first base. A pinch runner. Pinch running here. An error on the shortstop gives the Tigers a run. Still probably give the RBI to Gorella there. But that would be up to the official score as well. First and third, one out. Still only one out. And Fad Shaquille, the batter now. Shaquille bunting up the first base line. Foul ball, first base side. Shaquille, senior left fielder, made a nice diving play to end the third inning out there in short left to save a run. The Redbirds had a runner at second with 2 down, and Derek Allen hit that soft liner to short left, and Shaquille grabbed it on the run. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. So that's the first run of the game, bottom of the fourth. First and third, and the Redbirds need to limit the damage here and try to get out of it. Just 1-0. It is first and third, only one out. Number 6 hitter, Shaquille at the plate. 20 RBIs this year for him. Strike one pitch, runner going at first. It's a bunt, it's a squeeze, and a run will score. Hudson throws to first for the out, but the squeeze bunt works. Back to the pitcher, Hudson. Runners going from first and third, and it's 2-0 Tigers. How about that?
Now batting for the Tigers, senior first baseman and number 16, Bailey Zimmer.
2 runs in here in the fourth inning, and the Tigers double their lead to 2-0. Now it's Bailey Zimmer. Zimmer, the right-handed batter, digs in and ready to go. He's 0 for 1, flew out deep to center, and Allen made the play at the fence in left center field last inning. Pitch on the way, and it's down in the dirt for a ball. Ball 1 to Zimmer. Check his RBI. Zimmer, 18 RBIs. Shaquille, with that squeeze bunt, giving him 21 RBIs this year. 2-0 Tigers. It all started with a leadoff walk in this inning. Swing and a miss. Fastball up over the letters there. Strike one. One ball, one strike. Hudson looks in, gets the sign. Here's the next. Big curve down in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. 2 outs, 2 runs in for the Tigers here. And Edwardsville with 1 hit in the inning. Throw back to second. They got him picked off. He's out. Trying to crawl back to second was the pinch runner there, Burns, but Hudson made the move, a quick move, and Scrabach, the second baseman, tagged him out easily and no chance to get back to the bag. 2 runs, though, 1 hit, 1 big error, and nobody left on base after the pickoff. And so, after 4 innings here, it's Edwardsville on top now. 2-0 over Alton High. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sport.
Dad, the toilet's clogged again.
Ruderman to the rescue. We'll clean any drain, anytime, anywhere. Ruderman is your locally owned and operated plumbing and drain cleaning company. We're friendly, fast, and reliable. Ruderman takes the extra steps to protect your home while providing stellar 24-hour emergency superhero service with hometown pricing. So for plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, water heaters, filtration systems, or just when your house pipes are in trouble, call Ruderman.
Well, it took the Redbirds a while to get the offense going against Quincy Thursday in this 4A regional at Edwardsville, and they're being shut out right now as we play. In the top of the 5th inning now, back live in Edwardsville. Brent Birkeland here with you on the Big Z. Aaron Bunnell, quickly 2 strikes on him. The Redbirds have 1 base runner, a leadoff walk in the 3rd inning. 1 base runner allowed by Lloyd. Daniel Lloyd at 9-0 on the season. Trying to give Edwardsville their 35th win of the year. They are 34-1. The Alton catcher leads things off. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. Catcher throws down to first and not in time. Bunnell is there. It is a strikeout, but a wild pitch. Got far enough away from the home plate area. And so the Redbirds have their 2nd base runner of the game. It's another leadoff runner on a strikeout and a wild pitch. And how about Lloyd with 6 strikeouts on the day?
Brendan Phillips running for Alton. Young shortstop.
And the runner will be number 14, senior Brendan Phillips, down at first base. The batter is Drake Hampton here. Curveball, strike at the knees. Hampton, 346 to start the day. Right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, Lloyd. Daniel Lloyd. Throw over to first, and the runner back is Phillips again, now running at first. Where's number 14? Strike 1 pitch to Hampton, the 6-hitter. Senior shortstop. Pitch on the way, and it is just outside for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. Redbirds looking for something here with their leadoff runner on. Lloyd had retired 6 in a row. He's started the game retiring 6 in a row, then a walk, and then he retired 6 in a row again, and now a wild pitch on a strike 3. Here's the next. Swing and a hit and run. Base hit into right. Runner goes to third as the second baseman was covering, and that's where Hampton hit the ball. Hit and run works perfectly for the Redbirds on a line drive to right field, and that sends Phillips over to third base. And the first hit for the Redbirds comes here in the 5th inning. And the Redbirds trying to answer now. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. 2-0 Tigers. Here's Stephen Wynn. 19 RBIs on the year. He had a walk in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Ball high to the left-handed batter. So now the bottom 3, Wynn, Patton, and Scrabach. Try to get it done against the senior right-hander for Edwardsville, Daniel Lloyd. Throw over to first, and they have the runner caught. He's out. They faked to third, went to first, and it worked. as they threw toward the second base bag, and out is Hampton. And Coach Todd Howe going to talk to the umpire about that move by the pitcher maybe there, and talk to his batter as well. And so a big play there as they get the runner. Hampton, who was on the move. And before he got to second, they threw to the second baseman there, Krebs, who wasn't really near the bag. He was kind of halfway between, and they threw to Krebs, and he made the easy tag. And now Coach Todd Haug will talk to the base umpire and the home plate umpire, and I assume he's talking about the move made by the pitcher, who faked a third and then whirled and looked at first. And now it's going to be Wynn to the plate. 1 out, runner at third base. And Stephen Wynn still has a chance to get the Redbirds on the board. Swing and a miss. Now it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Runner at third for Alton. Top of the 5th inning. Foul ball to the screen, strike 2. Edwardsville leading the game 2-0 over Alton High. Redbirds looking for win number 31. This one is down low for a ball. In the dirt, Wallace picked it clean back there in the dirt. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wynn ready from the left side. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. It is caught by the left fielder, Shaquille, who was playing very shallow there. And Wynn went the other way. He probably thought he had a hit, but Shaquille playing shallow and near the left field line, and he is out, number 2, with the runner still at third base. And that runner is the courtesy runner for the catcher, Brendan Phillips, at third with 2 down. Stephen Patton now, right-handed batter, the designated hitter for Alton. Here's the stretch, here's the pitch, and it is low and away to the number 8 hitter, ball 1. Edwardsville scored a couple of runs, helped out by a walk and an error, a squeeze bunt. And then it looked like the Redbirds were ready to get some too. First and third, nobody out, but then a pickoff. And then the line drive out to short left field. Now a foul ball by Patton. It's 1-1. Patton, right-handed batter. Lloyd has a strikeout in this inning. It was a wild pitch, though, on the 3rd strike. Here's a foul tip that gets the catcher and shakes him up a little bit, but he's okay, and that is strike 2. 6 Ks in the game for Lloyd. And he is going for another one now. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs in the 4th for the Tigers. We're in the top of the 5th here. And the pitch. Swing and a ground ball back to the pitcher, back to the mound, throw to first for the out, and that ends the Redbird 5th inning. And they do not score. Redbirds had first and third, nobody out, and they don't score in the 5th. Middle of the 5th inning, Tigers 2, Redbirds nothing. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There is also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Zimmer, Krebs, and Wallace for the Tigers, who scored their 2 runs last inning, bottom of the 4th. Time called by Zimmer before the first pitch here. As we get ready to go again with Coach Todd Haug in his 7th year for Alton High, 157 wins in those 7 seasons, 86 losses. Again, Tim Funkhauser of Edwardsville, his 17th year, is now at 518 wins on the season. Win number 500 earlier this spring. Here's a shot into right center field. It's in the gap. Wynn gets over to cut it off, though. Good play by the right fielder, Stephen Wynn, as he went over into right center and cut it off from going to the fence. And that's going to be a long single for Zimmer, who shot that one the other way to right center field. And that's going to be the 3rd hit. And that will bring in Burris again to be the runner here. Dylan Burris, number 10. Mitchell Krebs, the batter. Second baseman Krebs at the dish here. Eight seniors for the Alton Redbirds on the roster this year. A lot of juniors playing a lot of varsity innings this year. Here's a pitch low in the dirt for a ball. Ball 1, as Krebs may be bunting here, the number 8 hitter. Two to nothing in favor of Edwardsville. And the pitch on the way. It is a bunt. First base line in the grass. Picked up by Kanalikin, and he bobbled it with the bare hand. It's a bunt single. What a bunt up the first base line as it stayed in the grass near the foul line. And nobody really there at all. Hudson came over. Kanalikin came over. Kanalikin tried to pick it up with the bare hand, but everybody's safe, and there's still nobody out.
Now batting for the Tigers, their junior catcher, number 28, Joe Wallace.
So that will bring a meeting to the mound as Alton pitching coach Pete Kleeman goes to the mound to discuss the situation here with Edwardsville already leading the game 2-0, and they have 2 hits here, back-to-back singles to start the 5th inning. One went all the way almost to the fence for a single. This one is a bunt single up the first base line. And so with nobody out, the number 9 hitter is due up there, Joe Wallace, the catcher, and he may be bunting. He had a single, though, to left field his last time up. And then we'll go to the top of the order, and Hovey, Clayton, Jackson at the top. Redbirds and Tigers. Softball game coming up in just a little while, sometime in the 6 o'clock hour. We'll get to that tape delayed play-by-play for you. The softball regional championship game in 4A softball at the Alton Regional. Wallace, right-handed hitting catcher. Hudson steps off, though, before the bunt, which is coming from Wallace, it looks like. And there's been some bunts for the Tigers the last couple of innings. A squeeze bunt. Here's a throw back to second, runner safe. Nobody out here in this inning. Edwardsville put their first 2 runners on last inning, too, a walk and a single, and they scored. They both scored. Here's the stretch by Hudson. Pitch on the way, and it's a bunt toward third. Hudson grabs it, throws to first for the out. Good sacrifice bunt there. Hudson coming near the third base side, near the foul line there, throwing to Scrabach, covering. Play goes 1-4. Sacrifice bunt. 1 out. Second and third, though, for the Tigers. Here in the bottom of the 5th, and here comes Jordan Hovey as he digs in and gets ready to go. With 32 RBIs, they're going to walk him with first base open. It's an intentional walk.
After the intentional walk, next up for the Tigers,
Colin Clayton.
center fielder, number 2, Colin Clayton.
Clayton to the plate. 2 homers, 29 RBIs, one of his homers against Alton. Right here in Edwardsville, the end of April. He hit a 3-run homer. Edwardsville already 2-0 against Alton this season in Southwestern Conference play. Breaking ball, strike, 0-1. 1 out in the inning. That was the sacrifice bunt. Clayton, the batter here, he has walked and scored. He has grounded out. And the catcher, Bunnell, goes out to talk to Hudson here about this situation. Clayton to the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out. As we get ready to go for the Tigers here. Time called, and now looks like we're ready to go again. Clayton against Hudson. The Redbirds cannot let the Tigers get any further away. It's 2-0 Edwardsville, 5th inning. Hudson the stretch, bases loaded Edwardsville, the pitch on the way. Swing and a tap foul, third base side. That will be strike 2. The winner plays O'Fallon on Wednesday. In the Metro East, the site has not been announced yet. Somewhere in the Metro East, maybe Collinsville, Belleville, Granite City. Not sure yet. O'Fallon tied Alton for second place, though, in the Southwestern Conference standings. They both win 11-3 in the conference. Swing and a pop foul, right side, out of play it goes, still 0-2. Edwardsville winning the conference at 14-0, perfect. And Aaron Bunnell, the catcher, goes out to talk to Hudson again. With this number 2 hitter Clayton up there, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tigers at every base here, bases loaded. Big spot in the game at 2-0 on the scoreboard. Pitch, swing and a foul on a big curve there. He stayed alive. As he waited and waited on that curveball. Batter ready to go again from the right side. Hudson. It's a sign from Bunnell. Shakes it off, now says yes. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Strike 3. And he got him at 0-2. Got him to go fishing. Strike 3. And that's what the Redbirds needed. Big strikeout for Huddy. His 3rd strikeout of the ball game. And here's Aaron Jackson, 1 for 2 in the game. Big hit to right field last inning. And that was the 2nd hit for Edwardsville in the game. Last inning, they scored 2 runs on 1 hit. A walk, an error, a squeeze bunt, scored a run. Breaking ball, strike, big curve, 0-1. And that curveball about 80 miles per hour. Two outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the fifth. Edwardsville, tap foul, third base side by Jackson, strike two. Hudson bearing down after the intentional walk. He struck out Clayton, now he has Jackson at 0-2. Right-handed batter, Jackson wears number 22. For the orange and black. Two-strike pitch. Swing and a tap foul as another batter stays alive with 2 strikes. Coming up, we'll have the Alton Edwardsville softball regional championship game for you. That's from Alton High. That game has been played. Already wrapped up. 4A softball, Alton Regional. This is the Edwardsville Baseball Regional. There's a ground ball to short. Hampton fires low, bobbled at first. 1 run in, 2 runs in. The Redbirds throw it away at home, and another run will score. Safe. Airs all the way around. Looks like an E6 and an E3. And the Tigers score 3 as they kept coming to home plate. A high chopper that went to Hampton. He threw low. It bounced to first. Kanalikin could not make the play. Then Kanalikin threw wild to home, and it bounced around and allowed a 3rd run to score. A big air, the runner at second base. And they haven't put 2 airs up on the board, but I think it's got to be. And so it is 5-0 as all 3 runs come in. The 3 base runners. Low for a ball, ball 1. High chopper to short, and Hampton made the throw a little too quickly there and probably had a little more time than he thought. Here's a strike. Second error on the shortstop as Hampton made a miscue last inning. Hudson turns, no throw to second base. 5-0 the score now on an error that would have ended the inning. Two in the 4th, 3 in the 5th. Swing and a miss. High fastball, strike 2. Hudson looks in, gets the sign from Bunnell. Catcher. 2 strikeouts for Zalanko already. He's 0 for 2. Swing and a foul back this time. Fifth inning, bottom of the 5th. Runner at second base with 2 down. Pitch on the way, swing and a foul off to the right and out of play it goes. Solanco again with 2 strikeouts. He struck out in the 2nd and the 4th. He's up again here in the 5th as the Tigers have broken the game open with 2 in the 4th and 3 in the 5th. With the help of some bad Alton defense at times, also a walk mixed in there, a walk in each inning. 1 was intentional, and there is strike 3 called on a curve. Strike 3 will end the inning, but not before the Tigers get 3 more. And so, after 5 innings, it's now 5-0. The Tigers lead the Alton Redbirds. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
At Shell Community Federal Credit Union, you are important. We work hard to ensure you have the best banking experience possible. Whether you are inquiring about opening a savings account or wanting to learn more about a loan, our professionals are here to help you with any questions, and we will walk you through every step of the process. Since opening our doors in 1935, we've never forgotten that our members are our most important asset, which is why we continue to excel. For all your banking needs, Shell is the one place to go.
Jacob Skrabach will bat, Derek Allen, Matt Hopkins, all here in the 6th inning now. Brent Birkeland back with you, and the Tigers have tacked on some more. Just after 6 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Number 9 hitter here, Scrap. Took a strike from Lloyd, and now Daniel brings another one in. Foul ball, strike 2. Again, top of the order, Derek Allen waiting on deck. April 2nd at Gordon Moore Park. Edwardsville beat Alton 6-1. Check swing, a ball low. And then at the end of April, April 28th here in Edwardsville, Tigers won 4-0. So the Redbirds have only scored 1 run against the Tigers in 3 games this year. So far, we're in the 6th. The Redbirds can use a big rally here, 6th and 7th inning. Swinging a fly ball into right field. Right fielder going back. It's over his head, and it's going all the way to the fence in right field. And he'll stop with a stand-up double over the right fielder's head. Zalanko burned there, as Skrabach hit it the other way for a big double and hit it over his head as he was playing in a few steps. A booming double to right. And that's the way the 6th inning starts. The Redbirds have had their leadoff man on in 3 of the last 4 innings. The 3rd, the 5th, and now the 6th. And now it would be the top of the order, Derek Allen stepping in. And the Redbirds need more base runners. Allen, Hopkins, Hudson now top of the order. Strike called to Allen, strike 1. He is 0 for 2 in the game. Ground out and a fly out. Actually a soft line drive to short left that Shaquille made a good play on to finish the 3rd inning. Redbirds with their 2nd hit of the game. This one's popped up short right. Right fielder coming in, calling for it in short right field. Zalanko grabs it, 1 out. 6th inning. Here's Matthew Hopkins now. Matt steps in from the left side. 0 for 2, strikeout, pop out. Hopkins ready to go. Where's number 8, left-handed batter? Right-handed pitcher Lloyd looks in. Hopkins looks out and Lloyd looks in, and the stretch. Runner at 2nd, 1 out. High fastball to Hopkins, ball 1. 3rd time through the order here today against Lloyd. Hudson will be next. Kanalikin will follow. Hopefully the Redbirds can bring some more batters to the plate here in the 6th. Ball high, 2-0. Redbirds trailing by a score of 5-0. 5 runs, 4 hits for Edwardsville. No runs, 2 hits for the Redbirds. High again, 3-0. Another high fastball. As Edwardsville getting their bullpen going, looks like Jake Garella, who has pitched against Alton this year. He already has a win and a save in the first 2 games this year. Gorella, he is warming up in the bullpen now. Right-hander. Up high, up and away. Hopkins will take a 4-pitch walk. 2 on, 1 out, and the big bat steps in. That's what the Redbirds need, is a big fly. Hopkins with a walk. And now Hudson to the plate. But first, Mike Waldo, the pitching coach, goes to the mound to give his reliever maybe a little time to warm up here. And we'll see what happens with Hudson strolling to the plate with 4 home runs, 49 RBIs. We mentioned not a huge ballpark here. 310 down the lines, 365 to center field, straightaway center, where the flagpole flies. Flag flies above the pole there at 365. 355 to the alleys. Here's Hudson, 0 for 2. Fly to left, and then a hard hit ball, line drive to center field. The center fielder playing him a couple of steps in, it looks like. Brian Hudson takes ball 1. Senior lefty. Where's number 11? Lloyd the stretch. 2 on for the Redbirds. The pitch is high. 2-0. Lloyd may be getting a little wild here. He's allowed a double and a walk in this inning. Gorella looks like he's finished warming up in case they need him. The Tigers right-hander Lloyd looks in. 2-0 pitch with 1 out. Swing and a foul. Hudson had a big cut. And that got a piece of Wallace again, maybe in the leg. Looked like the thigh area, maybe the right thigh for Wallace. Strike 1. Hudson trying to do something here. Extra base hit would be nice. Somewhere in the gap. A lot of room down the left field line. The left fielder Shaquille playing him way over into left center. In front of the scoreboard out there in left center field. Back to second base, and the tag save. Scrawbach just back in there, diving head first. The Redbirds don't want to lose another runner on the bases. Lost a runner last inning. It was picked off. 5-0 Tigers, 6th inning. Pitch is high for a ball. It's 3-1. If he walks another, the bases would be loaded with 1 out. Hudson ready at 3-1, and he should get a good pitch to hit. We'll see. We shall see right here. Lloyd the stretch. And the pitch. Swing and a pop, foul. Out of play it goes, third base side, 3-2. The senior pitcher bats third, Brian Hudson. And he wants to do something to get this Alton Redbird crowd back into the game. 5-0 Tigers here in the 6th. Lloyd the stretch. And Hudson waits. The pitch. Low, ball 4. Good eye by Hudson there. A little outside, a little low. And that will bring Matt Bauer into the game, courtesy runner for Hudson. So Bauer is at first. The other runners move up. Hopkins moves to second base. Scrawbach moves to third base. Here is Jacob Kanalikin, 349 to start the day. No homers. Second on the team again with 35 RBIs. 0 for 2, couple of ground outs to second base. And a ground ball is what the Tigers are looking for here, and maybe a double play. Stretch by Lloyd. The pitch. Breaking ball in there, up around the letters, strike one. Back-to-back walks by Lloyd. He has walked 3 in the game now. He has struck out 6. The stretch and the pitch. Low and away. Kanalikin, ball 1. Aaron Bunnell waits on deck. Couple of home runs on the year for him, the Alton catcher. Right now, it's the Alton first baseman. Redbirds have them loaded. Bases loaded here. Strike called. It's now 1-2. Remember, the Tigers had the bases loaded in the last half inning, bottom of the 5th, and they scored 3 runs on 1 play on a ground ball to short on a couple of errors. Bases loaded Redbirds now. They need to cash in with 1 out. It bounces in, a wild pitch, and that's a run for the Redbirds. Back to the screen. Redbirds move up to second and third. That's a run. Scrap will score standing up. Scrabach in. It's 5-1, Edwardsville. Wild pitch. All the runners move up with the bases loaded there. And Alton finally gets on the board. It's been a while since they've scored a run against Edwardsville. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Krebs will make the play to first. A run will score, but 2 outs. Hopkins comes across, and Bunnell the batter now. Hopkins comes in to score. The other runner, Bauer, goes to third base. So there's 2 outs in the inning. 2 runs in the inning. 5-2 Edwardsville, 6th inning. Here's Bunnell. Aaron takes inside, ball 1. He has struck out twice. Last inning, though, he reached as the 3rd strike got away from the catcher, and it's a wild pitch on strike 3. Time called, and Bunnell up there. He'd like to get that other runner in from third and make it a little closer. It's 5-2 Edwardsville. Here's a strike called. 1-1. Right-handed batter waits, and Bunnell will pop it foul. Right side, out of play, strike 2. Lady Redbirds and Lady Tigers coming up on the Big Z. That's 4A Alton Regional Softball Championship game that was played today as well. As we get back to it here at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Low and outside, 2-2. Lloyd has thrown a lot of pitches this inning. He's walked 2. He's allowed a leadoff double. He's allowed 2 runs. And it's 5-2 Edwardsville. In the 6th, strike 3 called, and that is the end of the Alton 6th inning. 3rd strike goes by the Alton catcher. No swing. And it is 7 strikeouts in the game for Lloyd. He allows 2 runs there. The Redbirds get on the board, and in the middle of the 6th, it's the Tigers 5, the Redbirds 2. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Well, sir, after some serious consideration, I'd like to put in my 15-year notice.
You're quitting?
Technically retiring, sir. With a little help from my State Farm agent, I plan to retire in 15 years.
Wow, you're totally blindsiding me here. Who's going to manage your accounts?
Well, I'm going to finish packing my things. 15 years will really sneak up on you.
Jennifer will do your exit interview, and Adam made you a cake.
Red velvet.
Oh, Thank you.
I made this.
Take charge of your retirement. Talk to State Farm agent Tom Lane to help you plan for your future today.
Runs on one hit, and then added 3 more runs in the 5th inning and led 5-0. In the 6th inning, the Redbirds got a pair of runs, 2 runs. So that's where we are right now, 5-2 Edwardsville. And the first pitch is a strike in there to the Edwardsville designated hitter. And that is Jake Garella. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Strike 2 to the DH here. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a foul ball at home plate. Garella, Shaquille, and Zimmer. 5, 6, and 7 batters here in the 6th. The Redbirds try to keep Edwardsville at 5 now. It's 5-2. 6th inning. The pitch. Swing and a foul to the screen here behind home plate. And this pitch is low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one is just a little low to Garella. It's now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hudson looks in and brings it in. Breaking ball, foul ball, goes to the Edwardsville dugout. And we're ready for another. Here's the pitch, swinging a ground ball, right side. Scrawbach has it. And the throw over to first is out number 1. Second baseman moving to his right, throwing back to the left. 1 out, 6th inning. That will bring in Fad Shaquille.
Left fielder, number 24, Fad Shaquille.
Shaquille to the plate. Hudson looks in. Here's a ground ball to short. Hampton with a bobble. No throw to first, and he has committed another error. And when you bobble it, when you throw it away, the ball is going to find you over and over again, and a tough day at shortstop for Hampton. Another E6 as he has committed 3 errors in 3 innings. 1 in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Tough day there, and 1 on, 1 out. Here is Bailey Zimmer, and he'll take a strike from Hudson. 1 for 2, a single and a run scored. Zimmer's spot as Edwardsville starts their bullpen again. Garella, right-hander, loosening again, number 9. Another right-hander down there too. Throw over to first and the runner back. One strike and nothing, 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. As the Redbirds look for a ground ball. Maybe a double play ball. Throw over to first, runner back again. This is the number 7 hitter in the batting order for the Tigers, who are 3 outs away from winning their 35th game. They would be 35-1 and take on O'Fallon on Wednesday. Swing and a miss. High heat, strike 2. O'Fallon winning the Granite City Regional, beating Belleville East today. Completion of a suspended game. Throw over to first again. O'Fallon, 28 wins on the year now. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 out. Hudson coming to first again. Runner back again. Shaquille at first base. Some signs from the head baseball coach for Edwardsville, Tim Funkhauser, in his 17th year. Zimmer waits on the pitch. Hudson a long look in. Time called by the batter. Hudson trying to get an out, maybe 2. He can get the double play ball. Runner going, swing and a ground ball to the pitcher. On the mound, Hudson makes the play and flips it to first. Runner moves up to second, 2 down. Now the runner going there, tap back to the pitcher, 2 down. Runner at second with 2 outs. Mitchell Krebs, the senior second baseman for Edwardsville, had a good bunt single up the first base line last inning. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Cloudy Monday is played under the lights all game long. Here's a bunt, third base line, foul. Good play by Carter Hayden. It was on the chalk for a while, and he waited and waited, and it rolled foul as it was bunted hard down the third base line. So Hayden had a little bit extra time there to let it go foul. Strike 1. 2 outs for the Tigers. The stretch by Hudson, the pitch. Ball up and in to the left-handed batter. Lefty against lefty here. Hudson, the senior, looks in. Digging in, it's Krebs, the second baseman for Edwardsville High. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second with a lead. A curveball, bunted, foul. Strike 2. And now Hudson looks for third strike here. Get the out if he can and stop it right here. Go to the 7th inning. Two strikes and a ball as Hudson looks in. The pitch low for a ball. It's 2-2. 2-hour ball game so far. Redbirds with a school record 30 wins this spring in baseball. They'll have to rally in the 7th inning if they want to keep the season going here. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Hudson looks in, ready to go again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Swing and a tap, foul. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Number 8 hitter, Krebs. Hudson checks the runner behind him at second base. The stretch and the pitch is high for a ball. Number 9 hitter, Joe Wallace, waits on deck. Hudson, another long look in. The stretch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and The runner goes, and Hudson steps off. They have him in a rundown again. Back to second. He's safe. He gets back to second base before the throw gets there, and he dives back in safely. Three and two. It's a full count to the batter here with 2 down. Hudson checks the sign, checks the runner. Now checks the batter. Pitch, swing and a line drive to short. Hampton has it to the shortstop. Smoke to short, out at short. And that is the end of the 6th inning. No runs, an error, and 1 left for Edwardsville. We will go to the 7th inning now. Last chance for the Redbirds. They need a rally. 5-2 Tigers over the Redbirds as we go to the 7th. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
If you have car problems, Andy's has the solution. Customer service is priority number 1. Our dedicated staff will be more than helpful in getting your car back on the road while you relax in our comfortable waiting area. If needed, we'll also make arrangements for a rental. Our experienced ASC certified technicians will walk you through every step of the process. Andy's Tire and Auto Service offers every under-the-hood service you need. Visit one of our 4 convenient locations today.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
Well, sir, after some serious consideration, I'd like to put in my 15-year notice.
You're quitting?
Technically retiring, sir. With a little help from my State Farm agent, I plan to retire in 15 years.
Wow, you're totally blindsiding me here. Who's going to manage your accounts?
Well, I'm going to finish packing my things. 15 years will really sneak up on you.
Jennifer will do your exit interview, and Adam made you a cake.
Red velvet.
Oh, thank you.
I made this.
Take charge of your retirement. Talk to State Farm agent Tom Lane to help you plan for your future today.
The Redbirds will start it up with Drake Hampton to the plate. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Swing and a foul. 7th inning underway. Strike 1. Edwardsville with 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th. And they had a lot of help from the Redbirds to give them those runs, unearned runs, along the way. Swing and a foul back to the screen. Strike 2. 2 strikes and nothing here to Hampton. Stephen Wynn waits on deck. 2-strike pitch as Lloyd still pitching now into the 7th inning. Swing and a pop-up. Right fielder moving over into foul territory goes. And he catches it in foul territory. Out number 1, the right fielder Zalanko, 1 down. Foul ball down the right field line. Stephen Wynn now 0 for 1 with a walk. For Wynn, left-handed batter. Only a sophomore. And the pitch is a ball high, ball 1. Wynn has had a couple of good at-bats. A walk back in the 3rd, stole second base. Then he got the count to 2-2 before he hit a good line drive the other way to left field, but Shaquille playing shallow made the play, and the left fielder playing shallow again here in left field, the opposite field. 2-0 from Lloyd. Strike called, 2-1 the count now. Again after the game, our Mungadast Alton Toyota player of the game. Lloyd has the 2-hit victory here, but Wynn turns on one, and it is deep to right. Right fielder back. It one-hops the fence, and the Redbirds have a double, and have some life now as a double last inning, a double this inning for the Redbirds, both of them to right field. And here is the designated hitter, Stephen Patton. And the Redbirds need another base runner to get the tying run up there in the 7th inning. 1 on, 1 out. Redbirds have 3 hits in the game. But Edwardsville will make a pitching change. Lloyd will leave the game. He allows his 3rd hit of the game. And the new pitcher for Edwardsville is going to be Jake Garella. He has a win and a save already against the against the Redbirds this year. So he pitches for the 3rd time against Alton. He's pitched in all 3 games against the Redbirds, and we'll be back with more of the 7th inning in a moment. Tigers 5, Redbirds 2 in the 7th. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Dad, the toilet's clogged again.
Rooterman to the rescue. We'll clean any drain, anytime, anywhere. Rooterman is your locally owned and operated plumbing and drain cleaning company. We're friendly, fast, and reliable. Rooterman takes the extra steps to protect your home while providing stellar 24-hour emergency superhero service with hometown pricing. So for plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, water heaters, filtration systems, or just when your house pipes are in trouble, call Rooterman.
Get another save against Alton this season. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss by Patton. Strike 1. Garella looks in, win at second base with the 1-out double. Here in the top of the 7th, swing and a miss, another breaking ball, strike 2. Stephen Patton, the designated hitter for Carter Hayden, the 3rd baseman. Number 8 hitter in the batting order. 2 strikes and nothing, the pitch on the way, swing and a chopper to 3rd. Jackson will wait on it, he throws to 1st for the out. Then Wynn goes over to 3rd base. 2 down, though, as the Redbirds move the runner to 3rd, 2 outs. And that leaves it up to the senior 2nd baseman, Jacob Skrabach. And Scrappy comes to the plate. Scrap had a double and scored a run last inning. He struck out his first time up, 1 for 2. The pitch on the way is a strike call. Low and away down near the dirt there, but a low strike. 0-1, the count. 2 outs, 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. The hits now are 4-3 in favor of the Tigers. Edwardsville leading 5-2. In the run column, 1-1 from Garella. Strike called, 1-2. Outside corner there between the belt and the knees. Redbirds down to their last strike of the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at 3rd for Alton. Edwardsville leading 5-2. Garella, the stretch and pitch. Down in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-2. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. 3rd time through the order for the Redbirds, but a new pitcher now. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the Tigers have won the regional in 4A baseball. They win it today by a score of 5-2 over the Alton Redbirds. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.